If I might ask you first, where is home?
I claim home, Phoenix, Arizona, because that's where the majority of my mom's family is, and that's where I've gone to every time both my parents are deployed or I need like foster family. That's there, so that's my home.
Have you had an opportunity to travel very much?
Yes, not necessarily with military, but just with my parents and the experience, I've traveled to 8 foreign countries and all around the United States.
What has been your reaction when you got the news that you're going to move to a new duty station? What is that you go through?
It was just kind of normal, like, oh, okay, we're moving again. Besides living in Fayetteville, I've never lived in a place more than 2 years, and so it was very odd when I was still in Fayetteville after 2 years.
Being stationed here, being in the Fayetteville area, has it helped to live in a military community and to have many in the same situation?
It's kind of whatever. Like, you can connect with each other, and that makes it nice, but also it's really fun to have friends that aren't necessarily military kids, because it's just like this whole diverse thing, and you just all have different experiences to share, and you can help each other even though you're not from the same background.
You mentioned when your parents being deployed that you moved back to family. Both of your parents are in the military?
Yeah, my mom is a paratrooper and has worked in classified information, and my dad is a ranger and a paratrooper and is currently working at Fort Hood.
What's been some of the most difficult parts about separations, whether deployments or whether even just being stationed at different places?
Probably the worst one would probably be deployment, just because it's like, I can remember when my dad was deployed, when I was in 2nd grade, we would only get to call him every Friday, and, you know, you didn't know anything, and it was just kind of like all of my friends had their parents, and my dad was across the world, and it was just very, it was very hard. We cried a lot, but it was awesome when he came back.
Was there a time and age that you found things more difficult? Like, say, for example, was it harder or easier to deal with some of the things in elementary school, middle school, or high school? Where is it more challenging or less challenging?
For what I can remember, it's always been about the same, because I've always had a good support system. So when either of my parents are deployed, or even if they're both deployed, I've always had people there for me and to support me and help me. And it's hard when they're gone and you miss them, but you just have to like keep thinking that they're going to come back and it's all good, and you just, you know, lean on your people that are there for you.
What has been the best part about being part of a military family?
Probably just all the experiences you get to have. Because both my parents are in the military, I've gotten to, you know, travel the world at a much less cost, and so it's been easier. I've gotten to move a whole lot of places. I get to do really cool things. I've gone indoor skydiving with my dad as part of his paratrooper thing. I hear really cool stories from both my parents. It's a lot of fun. I've lived really cool places.
Thank you so much. Claire, do you have a closing comment, something that you would like to talk about that I didn't ask you?
Just kind of, like, if you're a military kid, you just kind of gotta stick with it and just, like, don't freak out over anything too much. Just, like, chill out. Be chill about everything. That's the best way to deal with it.
Thank you so much. We've been speaking with Clare Edmonds. She is a sophomore at Cumberland International